Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we're back. Sword works a charm. Now we're just gonna do the old one. Oh shit. Mm-hmm. 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 There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's continue. Again. Should work. Continue. Okay. Start. My apologies. Mm-hmm. I love gum. Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm here for the new space mining management position.
Welcome. What are you?
Well, I'm pretty fast. I can load a lot more cargo onto one of those delivery ships.
How fast?
I can load about 30 million tons an hour.
Perfect. We just discovered a new planet and it's overflowing with minerals. Can you start today?
Where do I start? Download Idle Planet Miner today. It's free.
We'll be back in a couple of minutes. There I go, up nature corn. The tower is working. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Considering Mobs having a wonderful day on this 1st October 2025. It is the month of October, so why not start with this video? My supper. Phenomenal. So, see the title and like, oh my god, what's going on? The thumbnails will be telling you enough. This is your only warning, do not watch this video. Today we talk about the worst manga or the manga that you shouldn't read. Now this is saying, after we read Berserk, after we read, we played Doki Doki. And still, this man who saved me on my trip to Isekai world is by far one of the most fucked up thing that I see. Now, trigger warning is over, you stayed, you're fucked. Reason why we watched it, well, super simple. I was told not to watch it. I'm telling you. It's like a movie, The Circle, right? The Ring. Then you not to watch the video, but then you watch it and then you're cursed. So, I was about to watch it and I knew what was in there. I had the trigger warnings, but I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I want to read it because in history, and it's funny because I was talking with my father about that. Talk about Mein Kampf today and how it wasn't at school anymore, you know. And to me, that's insane because there's so many things that are you're not able to read, that are I'm thinking in French, I don't know why, that are that you're not allowed to watch, read, whatever. There's so many things, right? For example, when you learn that 666 is the, not even the name of the beast, is the name of Jules Caesar, because people, they hated him so much they called him the devil. Make fun of him. So back to where we were. There's so many things that are in that manga that are horrible, but also the manga is good. Now, technically speaking, this is a doujin, I think. Or it's a tensendere on the term. I don't know the term. I don't know the term. Give me a sec. I'm gonna see the music, and I'm gonna put another one. And to me, it was insane because, like, I saw, like, I think most of you guys have seen the. you possibly saw the trailer for the anime, and that shit was well produced. And when you look at the manga, the art style is phenomenal. For some reason, it was very familiar to Kill la Kill, or Kamino Kill. Oh. Sounds like a rule. The only thing and rest in peace. Sausage. So, it's kind of nice because the art style is really well produced, and the fact that this is such a horrible manga, the fact that it's well produced, it's like, it's fucked. One of my favorite manga ever, it's a Tokyo Ghoul. It's fucked. It's about torturing. So the main story is about a girl who found a wormhole. One more click and I'll be gone to the front. Never really felt like I belonged, so I'll be on my way. It won't be long. Bit of suicide, boy. So she is a bit of a dumbass. Now, technically speaking, when you first read the first chapters, you don't know what to expect. You expect it to be like crazy, and it's crazy because I saw it on Reddit, where people said, "Don't watch this, don't read this." Then I saw it on YouTube, and it was on my own AMV, and it was like, this is why I watched it too. I was listening to music, waiting for my phone to my 4 phones. Raz, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it was kind of crazy because I was waiting for it and I saw a ad. I was like, holy shit, let's watch this. This is the 1st October. I promised something scary for the 1st October. Something scary is, well, if you look at Saw, it's kind of disturbing, right? So, enough of the intro, enough of this. The main character, at first when you read the first chapter, you don't really care because you think it's going to be corn, right? And then the first chapter, she gets R-word. And it's kind of insane because of the mentality that's behind it. There's a lot of R-word in the manga, and that's a problem. It's an intai, right, which is corn, but at the same time, every single scene is a result of R-word, right? And it's kind of nuts because you're like, dude, I don't want to read that. I don't want to watch that. This is fucked up. No way I'm gonna watch that. But at the same time, you realize the world is the problem. See, the for a corn, the story is actually really good. So it's a story about this kingdom, which is I don't remember the name of the kingdom, but they're really, really powerful, and they have magic, they have everything. They're the king of the world because everybody else has what they have. And it's kind of unfair. It's a system of a lion in a cage with a sheep, and then you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna give you 2 sheep, right? Now, ultimately speaking, everybody hates that nation, and ultimately speaking, the king, the main character, wants to kill the king because he killed his sister. Now, his sister's actually kind of nuts because we know rank 19. Shit, that's not good. So his sister get killed, right? Now it's not clear as to how she get killed. It's not sure as to why she get killed, right? But we see him as a young kid, and we realize that his sister isn't really his sister. She is nuts, and the reason why he's R-wording the main well, it depends. The main character is the guy or it's Megumi, and I think it's a guy. So you go in and you're like, okay, well, guess what? Oh, it's lagging. I'm gonna do this because it's lagging a lot. Good. So with the main character being the assassin or Megumi, and the R-word Megumi because this is the perceived notion of why is this is the only way he knows how to love, and she looks like his sister. And it's kind of funny because at first you think he's completely insane because he says, "Tomorrow I'll kill you." To Megumi, which is the main character, is like, okay, well, you said that you love me, but you want to kill me. So his whole plan was to kill his sister, but he couldn't. And then he takes Megumi, but then he falls in love with Megumi. So then you realize, and the nicest thing about this is the world in itself. Like, for example, it's kind of fun. I was talking about Berserk a bit before. It's kind of the same mentality without being the same mentality. So there's this person that's really nice to her, and he's like, okay, well, guess what? You're not. We're not gonna harm you. Then you see that she has a contraceptive, which is a artifact that is saying that, hey, it's an artifact given by the main character, which is the assassin, and the guy's like, the villain or the pope is like, yo, I'm gonna make sure that they stick it out. So then they realize that she can have kids. So the one guy that was nice to her, when she realized that she has kids, she's becoming a baby factory. She's becoming a puppy farm. Basically, every single person that has a link to a royal blood in his vein or on his vein will have a kid with her, right? Now, this is insane because we realize that it's so dumb because it's our word again, but it's so dumb because the main character seems like a kid, and he's unreliable, he's insane, right? And then you give him a plot like, oh, you know what? I killed my friend's parents because I knew that it was going to be useful later on. You didn't know, right? It just happened. Again, I'm gonna give a couple of points for the plot. The plot is kind of good because again, it's two nations, right? And this is kind of cool because at the end you have a really good piece of the plot, and it's a really nice ending. They end up falling in love with each other. The girl says, you know what? I have nobody here, and yes, he's an asshole, but I can mold him to become a better person. And if I can teach him moral, because the guy is very young, right? It's not said that he's how old he is, but he's much younger than her, and we know that she's mid-20. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because she's gonna teach him moral, which makes him a better person, and it's kind of cool because at the same time, how can I say this? He was a killer. Right? Now, I think this is important to say. The time when we see him kill is because our word is sister. I know. And when we say incest, it's not. I don't think it's his real sister. It's super complex. It is insanely complex. So the time he killed, they're trying to airword the girl. So no matter what she goes, this world is kind of shit, right? And him, and the character is also very cool because yes, he is a airword, but at the same time, he's a product of the universe, and the universe is super shitty. The universe is super shitty, and everybody does something wrong. For example, she tells him, "Hey, if you love me, don't kill people." And he says, "I won't kill people, but this will never stop war. People will die no matter what, and you cannot stop that. I can protect you, but I have to kill people." You know, and this is kind of cool. The story is kind of lacking at some point. For example, they have a kid, but we don't know if it's the kid of her or the subordinate, and it's a royal heir. Because technically speaking, what happened is, and this is kind of cool. So the plot behind her, why she's so important, is so dumb, but it makes so much sense. It's so dumb that when it makes sense, it's unbelievable. So the kingdom that is the enemy used to have magic, which is why they were so strong in the fight, in the war, right? And that magic went away, and the only way to get that back is through her, because there was so little magic power left that she absorbed it all by falling into a wormhole, right? And because she fell into a wormhole, she absorbed the magic, and she can have kids. Then the kids are said to be magic, right? And the way to have magic back in the kingdom is to have her have every single baby. It's insane. As Megumi is dumb. It's really dumb, but at the same time, she has emotional intelligence, which is quite nice. She is able to see the flaw. She sacrifices herself for the main character. The main character is unstable, but at the same time, it's kind of nuts because you see him being an R word, and you're like, okay, well, this is kind of nuts because I shouldn't applaud this guy. But at the same time, the guy is so for example, right? For example, it's like, if somebody else touches you, I'll punish you and I'll kill them, right? Now, the ultimate thing that's kind of cool with that is she won't ask for help because she's afraid that he's gonna kill Dal, right? There's just this part, the first episode, right? There's like two brothers that comes in and try to R-word her, right? And he kills the two brothers, which proceed to then R-word her, which is fucking stupid. I hated it. It's hard. When it's a scene between them, it's kind of complex because you don't know if she's in love with him or she just tolerates him. You don't know if she's in love with him or she's afraid of him. However, there's things that's too much. Like, for example, she is about to get R-word. He kills Yesayant and then R-word her. So this is intense. This is really intense. So possibly the worst thing I ever read. But at the same time, I mean, it's kind of crazy because take a less insane character, right? Tell a story without R-word, without incest, without and at the same time, it's so nice because you look at the very first chapters and it isn't drawn well, or is it? It is drawn well, but it's not complete. It's not finished. And when you look at the fifth one, it's really polished. It's really worked on, right? And it's only 5 chapters, but it still took me like an hour and a half to read, which is possibly bad for me, but still. But yeah, long story short, it's so nuts because the potential would have been great. For example, there's the guy who decides to start a war like that, and this is stupid because a lot of people are gonna die, and he said, I don't care. But this is also good because it establishes him as a psychopath. See, the main character, which is the assassin, is kind of in a weird way well written because we talk about unstable, right? I picture somebody like Joker, right, which is insane. Then you look at him as a captain. So, okay, so he's a captain, but he is respected. So that means that he has some smart or he has some pull, right? But then what happened is like. He does some really dumb stuff, and for example, starting a war is what makes it unstable. So when it's kind of cool because the writer, I don't know if it's a woman or a man, but she writes when the description talks about Megumi, how she's a dummy, and how Alec, because the name of the guy is Alec, and Alec is unstable, and you're supposed. And this is the craziest thing with this, right? Because you're supposed to think that Alec is unstable because he is R-wording people and he's killing everybody, right? But again, this is a fucked up world, and again, he was R-word, so the way that he shows love is like that, right? But you realize that for him, this is normal, so this is not considered as unstable, right? If I am used to eating soup with forks, I don't care how crazy I look, I'll do it, right? So in this case, this is what he does. This is the way he perceives love, and it's horrible because it is so bad. Like the Megumi, the female characters, you kind of feel bad for her because you kind of feel bad. You feel horrible for her. You have to take breaks to read that shit because it's horrible. In Megumi, there's some time where it's not clear if she likes him, right? Now, am I saying that this would make it okay? No. And by the way, this is a manga for this show. Did I say this make it okay? No. At the same time, if she loves him, she is kind of so. Most of the time that he's R-wording her, she's kind of allowing him to do so. Is it the importance? Is it out of fear or out of pity? She falls kind of in love with him, right? And this is so cool because Megumi is a dumb character that does whatever she does, whatever she's told. There's even a couple panel that says, "I'm so dumb, I did whatever I had to do," right? And she look at Alec. It's like this guy is currently R-wording me. But I want to protect him. I want to help him. So Megumi in itself is an extremely broken character, and it does feel like somehow the writer makes it explain, he validates the behavior, and it's insane because you're reading something that's telling you, every single character is telling you, hey, it's normal. Like, for example, the subordinate of Alex, which is a guy, you see that he's R-wording Megumi and he doesn't do anything. It's insane because the two brothers in the first episode are trying to R-word her. So he killed the brother, and then they're so afraid of him that he's running away. And then they possibly saw him R-word a girl, and then they're going in and they're like, holy shit, I don't want to mess with him. So like, you know that this guy is horrible. So with the writer, or the way it's presented, it's almost enabled as a behavior, because it's almost as enabled as a behavior. You sort of read it as, okay, well, he's R-wording her, but at the same time, it's corn, right? So there's literally, and this I think is more clear than what I'm trying to say. There's little time where it feels like CNC, consensual, non-consensual, versus a R word, and there's time where Megumi is the one that initiates it. Right? For example, there's one scene that instead of him R wording her, she gets on top of him, right? Because she gets on top of him, this is her that initiates it, right? But again, the importance here is she afraid? Is she doing it out of fear? Is she doing it out of fear? This is not a correct act, because she's like, okay, well, I know that's gonna fucking kill me. But is she doing it as a care for Alec, or as a need because she has need too? It's kind of insane, right? So, for example, right, like, what, and this is how fucked up the manga is. One of the most fucked up thing that I ever read. And the first time he is harboring her, he inside her, right? And she's like, don't do it because I'm gonna have kids. And she's like, no. And he's like, don't tell me no. And it's insane because you see that and you're reading it and you keep on reading it. It also felt like a horror, sort of like horror, so sort of like a Walking Dead. You know that it's scary. You know that what's happening is gory, fucked up. And you keep on reading, right? It's like a car crash also. And then she's telling him, don't inside me because I'll get pregnant, right? And he tells her that he has a contraceptive and he's gonna give to her, right? And then the contraceptive works or not, it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. But at the next time, she doesn't tell him, don't inside me. And it's not because some of the sex scenes are repetitive, right? And she is, at first she's saying no, but then she doesn't say no. For example, there's a panel where it goes down on her, and he just finished wording her, so like, yuck, I taste myself, it's disgusting, right? And she's like, don't do it. And then he stops, and she's okay with that. And then the next time he does it, she's like, well, it's dirty down there. And it's nuts because the book completely enabled that. It's horrible. It's probably one of the worst things I've ever. But that's what I'm saying, and it's so hard because when I look at it, it was kind of good. The drawing was good. The story was okay. A guy that doesn't give a fuck about starting a war, and doesn't care about how many people get killed because the world is a mess. And the mentality of the main character, which is Alec, is kind of insane because he's like, well, I'm gonna start a war, right? He kills a pope, or something like that, right? And he started a war, and he's like, okay, well, so his friend's like, no, don't do that. You're gonna start a war. How many people are gonna get killed? It's like, well, I don't care, because either I start a war, or somebody else is gonna start a war. It doesn't matter. There's war here. And even then, it's so nuts because it's so not well written, but at the same time it's so well written and it's insane. For example, there's a moment where the main character Alec is given a literal part of the army, or like a squad of soldier, and when they don't explain why he's been given that, don't explain why this is like going on, but he does have a sort of squad, and like, okay, well, I guess he has a squad, right? But yeah, don't read that shit. It's horrible. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. I guess this is how we're starting our Halloween months. And yeah. I have to charge it again. Fuck. Always on my mind, can see you return. Anywhere you write, won't be over at time. If you really put in love, maybe you do alright. I wish it was. It's not. It's not a story. It's not a story. What's the story? This is how the animal. You know. can you put me in the spotlight? When the moon hits your skin, I can see you and him, not you and me. Oh shit. Cause me pain. All girls are the same. I don't need you now. All girls are the same. And I don't need you now. All girls are the same. Sometimes in December you say, don't blink, it's your bugging. Welcome to our show. You guys are doing well. So having a wonderful day on this 1st October 2025. Today is a lovely day. Let me just clean something because we're seeing, we're looking at this. We have a tournament tonight. The tournament is important to me. I'm gonna be able to pay attention via this. I got my glasses, we're good. Guys, we're doing well. So having a fantastic day today. This is a bit of a weird video that we're doing, but at the same time, we just finished doing a video of the worst manga I've ever read and the most horrific manga I've ever read, which is a perfect way to start Halloween, I guess. So with that being said, today we're talking about this is a special thank you to a couple of people. You know, the title is gonna be clickbaity, as a way of saying, hey, you're the one that concerned, the person that concerned, right? I love you. So I did a manga. And the concept of this video is so crazy. I did a video about a manga that I did one that I should read because it's fucking nasty. It's horrible, right? I did it because again, Halloween. And this kind of mess with me today. I'm really on. Yeah, it's really tough. So I'm kind of shocked right now. But yeah, so I want to make a video. Lately I have been doing a lot of videos calling them unmotivated for some reason. And you know, it's insane because I want to say thank you to a couple people. That shall remain nameless because again, that's the goal is to, if you know you are part of these people, I fucking love you. Okay? I fucking adore you. If you're not part of these people, I still think you're cool. I just won't offer you a bunch of candies. And that's on God, bro. That's on God. Couple of days ago, right? And this is gonna be not a long video, but it's just quite complex. So, yeah, it's gonna be something else. And so about a week ago, it's insane because I'm gonna say my brain completely changed the way I was thinking. But then I just read this manga and I'm like, oh dude, this is messed up, right? And how can I say this? I saw my well, she's a social worker, but she's also a background in psychiatry, which is a shrink. Right? And we saw a shrink, and she made me admit that I was making content, and I kept referring to myself as Steph, but then I talked about Ink. It's like, you talk about those two people, but you never say yourself, right? You consider them to be two different people. And I was like, no, they're the same people, but they're just acting differently. And she's like, well, this is kind of what is being a disorder is, right? You're kind of showing symptoms, right? And I was like, holy shit, right? Holy shit. In my first reaction wasn't like, oh my god, I possibly have a personality disorder and I'm cool. No, my first, like, I was freaking out, right? I think I'm unmotivated because I'm afraid of that. But then I can focus on work because today we worked, which was, it went well. It's not the most interesting thing, but it pays the bills and we got free food, so yum. So I can focus on work, right? But focus on work is hard because I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So forget about it, right? Forget about it. The Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I still have this mentality of, am I making too much content? And I'm allowing multiple personalities to take over. And it's kind of insane because the simple concepts of awareness of a possible trauma, the concept of possible trauma, yeah, the concept of a possible problem makes the problem known. You're at your home, right, and you feel safe, but then one of your neighbor gets robbed, and you're like, holy shit, I should be careful. You have to be careful before, but because one of your neighbor got robbed, like, holy shit, yeah, and this is problematic, right? So this is kind of the same thing. Awareness is a deadly thing, right? So long story short, I'm having this problem, and because of that, I'm definitely taking a step back from making content. Now, in making content, this is my dream, this is my passion. So this is something that's really important to me. I was talking to because I saw her today also, the social worker. I'm gonna call her social worker / shrink / cool person, I guess. I don't want to name her because again, she knows about this. So if she sees this, I kind of break the bond of trust. And if I break the bond of trust, then it's my fault, right? A bond of trust can be broken. I don't give a fuck if it's not me that did it, because I'm not guilty. So I saw her today, right? And she was like, well, she was talking about formation. She was talking about work, and then told that I had because I had an interview this morning, and this interview I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I'm not gonna work there, so who gives a shit? Was for SQDC, which is the Society Quebec Cannabis Society, which is basically who sells weed, right? Legally speaking. And I had some moral quandary over it, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not gonna sell it, right? Because I don't want to be a person that enable people to have dependency or addiction, and I'm not gonna be selling that. I'm not gonna sell crack to kids because it's wrong. I mean, if I'm not selling crack to kids, then I can't sell drugs to a person, because a kid is a person, right? And weed, although not damaging, although natural, although in a controlled space because it's the government and they're making sure that the product is of quality, right? It's still a drug. You're right. Awesome. So if I can't sell one drug to a human, I can't sell another drug to a human, right? So I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't feel comfortable. So we go to the ad. So why did I apply there? Well, I didn't apply as a seller. I applied there as a farmer. And it's completely different. Yes, you're picking up the product, but you're not selling it. And first of all, and it's taking care of plants. You can take care of pollen, right? You can take care of the most beautiful of roses. Still a fucking plant. Like, okay, I want to do that because it's calm and they're living being. They're not a human, they're not part of society, they're a living entity, right? So I'm like, okay, no problem. So I applied there. And the interview went super well. But then it was a post for selling, and I was like, oh, I'm not down with that, I'm not down. So I go in, and yeah. And I told the shrink, like, hey, I have this interview after you, because the interview was like at 12 and the person was at 9, so I had plenty of times. And I went there, and she was like, why? And I'm not going to make the story because this isn't about me. This is about the person that I'm grateful for, or the multiple people I'm grateful for. But long story short, she was like, why are you applying there if you don't want to work there? And my answer vocally was, I don't know. She's a fucking lie. My answer inside was how to make content. Every single job that I'm going to apply for. This is what I want to do. I want to make content, but I don't get to apply to make content. I just do it. Make sense? Make sense? So it doesn't matter if it's X, Y, Z. There's still X, Y, Z. I don't give a fuck about their name. I don't care what they are. That's not the goal. That's not the dream. That's not the end goal. That's not what we're aiming for. So making content in itself is so complex because this is what I want to do, and this is where you realize that I'm insane. But it sort of makes sense because if you follow and if you listen, it makes sense. If you don't, then I lost you at Don't Think It's Your Boy Inc. Welcome to Come to our show, because we want to have a wonderful 1st October 2025. I don't remember if I did an intro. That's why. So making content is my dream and passion. Whatever jobs I'm gonna get are problematic because I don't care, because I don't want to do that long term. So what's the point? But then at the same time, there's another little something, little nuggets that I love. McNuggets, right? Just to name it, one of our sponsors. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get done. No, I didn't make it, but still. We're gonna end in like minutes. Yeah, there you go. A couple of seconds away. Couple of seconds away. Yeah, insane, isn't it? How did I do that? How did I fucking do that? Do the same thing for a couple of months, a year, 2 years, and you'll know. So yeah, so you're telling me that you're looking for jobs that you don't care about because you're wanting to make content. This is phase A, right? Think it quick. This is behind door number 1. Behind door number 2, you're telling me that you don't want to make content because you have a fear that you have a personality disorder. So you don't want to make content, right? So what is it? And behind door number 3, you realize that I don't care what I do as long as I'm creative, right? So I'm still gonna make content, and I was thinking about streaming, right? And this all will make sense, hopefully. Think about streaming, but my streams, there again, you don't see me, I don't talk to you guys, it's a fucking game. So is it really me? No. Am I still making content? Yes. I'm gonna restart writing. Again, writing what? Secret. We're gonna restart writing, right? Because I've been missing it, I've been craving it, I wanna create, I wanna be creative, I wanna be artsy. I wanna wear a beret, have a baguette in my hand, and say, I am an artiste. You know? That's the goal in life, right? Like, how can I forget the striped shirt? And you forget all the time. But then, so I'm talking about this, but where do people that matters come from? People that matter come from are super important because we've been dealing with this trauma of I'm trapped in between doing what I want, but not doing it so much that it becomes an obsession again, because it has been an obsession for a couple of years already. And the answer is you guys. The answer is a couple of people that I'm not going to mention, but a couple of you guys. People that came to me with problems. And again, it's insane because I used to solve other people's problem to avoid doing my own, but then that's not the case right now. I'm working on it, and because I'm in a period where there's a transition right now, where we're trying to be more in real life, right? Because I'm trying to be more in real life. I'm trying to have more humane connection than in internet, more human. And this is the insane part, right? So you meet a person on social media, and you're fucking kind of, you think they're pretty cool. If I could write you a song to make you fall in love, I will already. Or you prefer this song brings on the weather, teardrops upon my sweater. I cry in bed whenever I see you guys together. Fuck love, it's all a lie. I can't sleep, I'd rather die. I think you like this one better, huh? Who knows? I like Mikey Posner, so Mike. And you kind of solve problems for other people because you don't know how to do that, right? Oh, but then you do, because helping other people is a journey, it's a growth, it's a lesson. Somebody else is suffering, but you are reaping the benefit of she's in pain. You have a sister, you have a brother, and they burn themselves and like, holy shit, they're hurting. I'm not gonna burn myself. Did you learn a lesson without pain? By helping other people, you can have lesson with that. There's a person that tried to quit smoking, right? Now, trying to quit smoking. Yeah. Trying to be healthier when it makes it come to making content, so we're stopping a little bit, right? The person that broke up a years-long relationship. I am trying to break out of a relationship with myself for the last 4 years, making an obsession out of being a somewhat notoriety on the internet, which doesn't matter, right? There's a third person that is talking about how they're mad at themselves because they're so shy and it's stopping their life, right? And I can talk for hours in front of a camera, but can I talk in real life like that? No, I can't. Because I'm shy, embarrassed. Doesn't really matter as long as I cannot talk, you know. As long as I cannot express myself, as long as I don't have a conduit for emotions, the good and the bad ones. They're stuck inside and they're balling up and they're exploding, and I suffer, right? So this is why you should be mad at yourself, right? But all of this is not matters because with the people I'm talking about in particular, I'm forming real bonds, and it's crazy because you look at this person on the internet, like we're never gonna meet, right? And then you're like, well, I want to meet you, but also if we don't meet, maybe that's okay because maybe what we have didn't need to be in real life. It was strong enough to resist time, to resist bullshit, you know. I've lost a friend not too long ago. My friend was two years, and we just went in a different direction, and I was like, fuck, you know. I still miss that friend, and he's still like a really good person, and on a personal level, still want to be his friend, but on a professional level, I'm like, shit, you know. And it sucks because you have to let people go, but then there was always a need for that, letting that person go to be positive. But then you realize that letting that person go is also possibly wanting that to be okay. It's the growth. Oh, dude, you're dumb. No. The recording broke. Oh, I fucking hate you. No. And I don't know when it broke. Sometimes in December you said you love me, but you don't remember. I meant to cause me pain. All girls are the same. I don't. Oh, this is bullshit. We lost it a long time. Long time ago. I feel like singing today. I don't know why. We don't have it. And with a friend that I lost, and at the same time, it's almost it's a life lesson. I am willing to do so much for that person, and we had to say goodbye is sucky. Because in a perfect world, I'm fighting for this relationship. I'm fighting for this, and I'm not letting things stop it. Right? I don't know, and it breaks my heart because it's something I really care for. You know? And then he's like trying to make compromises, like, hey, we can be friends, but just not. Yeah. We don't say much of it. That's not good. That is not good. 53. So we lost how many? I thought it was like going too well. I was like, holy shit. This thing is not lying. So we lost 20 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We played this for 6 hours yesterday. 20 minutes is it's an 18th. It's an 18th of what we did yesterday. That's quick math. So yeah, coming back to the people that's like, I don't know. I'm also torn in between those relationships, right? Because as much as I have to take a step back, as much I have to take a step back from making content because it's not a healthy thing anymore. Those people still need me, right? And it's a constant, healthier way of making content or social media. I'm not in here because I feel the need to. I'm here because I want to help people that I care about. Simple as that. And if I'm here as helping people that I care about, then all the rest doesn't matter because they're becoming first, right? So, and at the same time, because we are going into less social, I tend to be more social when I do a TikTok live, right? And the last 3 live, we had phenomenal people. 2 days ago was Hannah, who's fucking flawless. Who's going through shit, but at the same time, I'm so proud of her because she's strong. The next one is Socks. And Socks is fucking amazing because she'll come in and she'll be like, hey, we haven't talked in months, but let's talk now, and we'll talk about everything and anything. And it's just like, it feels good because I felt like she needed it, and I needed because its conversation is nice. And yesterday was Jess. Jess has been dealing with depression a lot lately, and we're able to help her. I'm not talking about these people when I say thank you. Yeah, of course, but there's more than that. There's more than that. And it's kind of insane because the video was unplanned. Of course, I'm just high off energy drinks, etc. I thought about making out with my father because today is the first of the month. Like, I know that you don't work that much. Do you have enough for cash? And I'm like, don't worry. And I'm like, and he's like, yeah, worry because I know that you don't have money. And I'm like, what makes you think that I'm fucking broke? And he's like, I know you. And I was like, no, you don't know me. That's the problem, right? And I didn't say it because, again, self-control. Self-control, Papa, I love you. And then it was like, he's like, I kept telling him, I kept telling him, don't worry about it, right? It's like, oh, it's not your social media that pay for it because you don't make money there. And it blew my mind. It blew my mind because my first reaction would be to fight with him. It's not about money, right? It's about the creativity. But then it blew my mind because we had this discussion before, and this discussion resulted, and I like the creative aspect. Okay. It's just nuts because with my father, it's a case of when we had this conversation before, the answer was I'm making content, I'm being creative, I'm doing something that I love, you should be happy. And then today, I don't think when I talk, I don't think when I do videos, I don't think I'm impulsive. And today the answer wasn't being creative, it was I'm helping people. Papa, I have friends online. And for some reason, this was the first thing, that was the automatic response. That was the first thing I said. That was the first thing that came to my mind. And it was the most meaningful. And that's amazing. So, you guys may think that I'm helping you, but you're helping me. Now, I'll be completely honest. Am I depressed? No. Am I going through a rough patch? Yes. But it's a transition. This is there's been a storm, and now you're picking up debris, and you're alive, but it's gonna take some time. There's hopes. And now with you guys, I realize that this is not a broken home. This is a broken village, and we're working together to fix it. And that's beautiful. And it's nuts because, like, I found this person this morning, right? The shrink. And do I think that I need her? No. Is she helping me a lot? I saw this other person, which is a social worker, more social worker than shrink. I saw her on Monday because they figured out, looking at my files, that I also needed that. I'm like, okay, no problem. No problem. It's gonna go crazy. I get paid for that. I get paid $35 a meeting of 1 hour, so crazy. And she came in, and I thought I didn't need her, but then she really helped me. Not in the way that I wanted, but she really helped me by being more proactive, pushing me to do some things, give me homeworks. I'm like, I haven't had homeworks in fucking 14 years, but now I had homework, and so that matters, right? And then this week she's like, well, I'm leaving here. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm just lucky. I'm just thankful for people in my life. Nothing lasts, But you have to make good memories for the people that you have. Right now it is. Like, and at the same time, it's so nuts because I feel so bad because we have this friend that we lost, and I want to run to that person. I'm like, dude, fuck this fighting, it's stupid. Some compromise has to be made, and some, I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. And if you recognize yourself in what I'm saying, I love you. If you don't recognize yourself in what I'm saying, listen. I'm talking to 100. Okay, well, 100 people per week, right? And most of you guys I fucking adore. Most of you guys I'm having a conversation with. Most of you guys I'm gonna have good moments with. Do I love every single one of you? Yes. Do I love people? Some people just a bit more, possibly. And do I have my favorites? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what? Things change. Right now, somebody has my favorites. This is one of my favorites in a week. And somebody else with my favorites, right? I don't know. Anyway, love you guys, Casey. Fuck, I talk a lot. Don't blink, it should be. Fucked up. I fucked up. This is not enough space. Shit. Downtown in December, you said you love me, but you don't remember. I go because you play. All girls are the same. I don't want your love. All girls are the same. All of them dancing around. Cause me pain. All girls are the same. I don't need you now. All girls are the same. I don't need you, so always dancing around. Do you ever feel like suicide? Sometimes. Even if you said I was wrong. Shut the fuck up. Thank you. Oh, this segment's catchy too. Both the quote.
Why would I make them?
I would make them pay. They deserve it. And December, you said you loved me, but you don't remember. I done cause me pain. All girls are the same. I don't need you now. All girls are the same. And I don't. All of these dancing around. All girls are the same. Don't Link, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. Hope he's doing well, having a wonderful day on his first October 2025. Welcome back to our Brooklyn Nine-Nine recap. I'm sure you're saying, Inch, the last time you were pissed off because you couldn't do it. So Netflix, don't ask me why. I'm exhausted. So, oh fuck, I don't have Wi-Fi. There you go. We're back with Wi-Fi. Amazing. So don't ask me why. Netflix took it out, and then a couple of days later they brought it back on. So, I guess we're back with the lovely Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Let's recap where we were. We're at season set 4, episode 7, which is reviewing special. Now the computer is gonna give us trouble, of course. Am I motivated to do this? Yes and no. I love doing things at the last minute. I love doing things when there's actual stake there's actual stake, right? Do I feel like there's stake right now? No. Is it a problem? Not really. I mean, the show is still good. And besides, I'm excited to do this because lately, things have changed since the last time we did it, and I feel not so great. And because I feel not so great, economy could be the one thing that I need. Now, it's not working, so fuck you. But it's okay. It's okay, mate. It's okay, mate. We got a couple of stuff to do too. I think I might be okay with the batteries, but I'm not sure. Because we're using a old phone. Well, it's not working. So I guess this is a no. It's cold outside. Please, dude. What the fuck? Just exit page. Get last try, I promise. I'm sorry, guys. I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting your time. I don't seem excited because I'm not. This is something I would have done before. Okay. Did you know that if you look at my name on Bing, you'd see the videos that I did? Oh yeah, I'm on Bing, baby. I'm on Bing, baby. So it's gonna be Netflix. Netflix. Yes. Okay, please, bro, please. Yes, you're working perfectly fine. Do not give up, guys. If I can do it, I'm gonna do it. It's just really late and really cold. So let's zip it down a bit ahead. See, it's so weird because now it's working. Oh, fine. That's a thing. And of course, we are at 20. Okay. Netflix isn't working. Netflix is not responding. Okay, well. My apologies. We tried. So I'm sorry, guys. There's gonna be no recap today. We did our best. We tried our best. We're defeated senseless by a couple of bad people called Technical Issues, and they're a gang that's been ruling my life for the last couple of years. So love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Wow. Super. Like, nobody I care loads about. I have to say. Oh. Didn't even realize it was you. Welcome to your safe haven, sweet pea. So lucky. Try again. Always. It's a shame because most of the games are good and the movies are terrible masterpiece. Triple masterpiece. Appreciate you, Tim.
Who's paying for our flight tomorrow? Bro.
Okay. Last try. Oh, lap speed, baby. Lab speed. I don't need you now. All girls are the same. December. Took the drum degree. Got me questioning. I should have told you when I had the chance. Lost in the memories we could have. And I wanted to show you. Oh, you've been like the ghost. I've been from London to Aberdeen. Ooh. Yeah, I'm done. Let's go sleep. Let's go sleep. Let's go freaking sleep. December, you said you love me, but you don't remember. I meant cause you can. Oh, girls are just saying I don't need you now. All girls are the same.